Welcome to episode 0 of the Sim to Sky podcast, the show where we explore the world of general aviation in the perspective of an enthusiast, a student pilot, and a flight sim nerd. Hi, I'm Dustin Nuttall, and if you've ever dreamed of flying, love small planes, or use sims to prep for the real thing, you're in the right place. So why did I start this podcast? Well, like many of you, I've always been obsessed with aviation. I've spent hours in flight sims, binge-watched cockpit videos on YouTube, and geeked out over tiny details like why does the Cessna 172 have the weird little window? But here's the thing, I'm not a licensed pilot yet. I'm in training. Well, I gotta take my test yet before I start my training, but making my way from the virtual skies to the real ones. And that's where this podcast comes in. There are tons of great aviation podcasts out there, but most are hosted by experienced pilots or industry pros. I wanted to create something for enthusiasts, the simmers, and the student pilots. People like me who eat, sleep, and breathe general aviation but are still on the journey. Each episode will cover things like my flight training progress, the highs, the lows, and the wait, why did I do this moments, how flight simulators help, or sometimes can hurt, the real world flying, general aviation culture, cool planes, quirky airports, and the people who make general aviation awesome. Oh, by the way, true story, my favorite plane is the Cessna 195. We'll also do interviews with CFIs, simmers, and fellow aviation nerds, if possible. And of course, your questions and stories. I really would love to hear your stories and your questions, so definitely send me an email to hrdcrmtl@gmail.com. This isn't just how to be a pilot show. It's a celebration of the joy, frustration, and sheer obsession that comes with chasing the dream of flying. If this sounds like your kind of thing, hit subscribe so you don't miss an episode. You can find me on social media on Facebook, Instagram, especially YouTube because I'm all over. I'd love to hear what you want to hear about. Got a wild GA story? A burning question, a favorite sim add-on, let me know. Next episode, we're going to dive deep on how flight simulators prepared me, or, really starting to prepare me, or maybe what I'm finding out doesn't actually prepare me for real flying. Because let's be honest, simming is fun, but is it actually useful? And we're going to find out from both X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Sim. So with that being said, thank you so much for joining me on this first flight. Until next time, blue skies and happy landings.